Hey guys, today I'm gonna show you how I like to sear tuna steaks on the Kamado. We'll serve it up with some bacon wrapped asparagus and a colorful slaw that really makes this dish pop. Let's get to it. Alright, so first up, I'll get the grill lit. Pour a chimney full of charcoal over some unlit coal. You want to get your grill preheated around 500 degrees. For this cook, I use the BBQGuys Signature Series Grill and Griddle insert. This makes it easy to cook the bacon wrapped asparagus at the same time as the tuna steak. And just like grill grates, I like to season the surface with a fresh layer of oil and let that bake in while the grill preheats. Vent settings like this should give you plenty of airflow for preheat, and of course the temperature of the coals will rise a good bit when you start cooking with the lid up. Now for the tuna steaks. Look for at least an inch thick. These were a nice thickness at about 1.5 inches. I like mine cooked rare, so this gives me plenty of time to sear the outside without worrying about the fish being overcooked. So this is what goes into the Asian dressing that will also serve as the marinade to dunk the steak in. You'll also have enough to reserve for coating the slaw later. Flavors like fresh ginger and sesame seed oil and rice wine vinegar really add a nice kick to this dish. Mix the marinade together well and portion out enough for dunking the tuna steak in a separate bowl. That would be about half. So I like to add some soy sauce to the dunking mixture as well. And if you're gluten-free, liquid aminos is a good substitute for soy sauce. So before hitting the grill, you'll also want to prep out the bacon wrapped asparagus. This dish is my kind of surf and turf. Man, just looking at the color of this fish makes me hungry. It looks like meat candy to me. I like to keep the dunking mixture right next to the grill. That way I can give it a dip and season it right before I get grilling. Season it well on all sides with some kosher salt and black pepper. And of course, don't forget about those edges. The tuna only takes about 2 to 3 minutes on the grill, so I like to give the bacon wrapped asparagus a little head start. I guess I feel a little bit better when I wrap vegetables in bacon because it makes it a little healthier, right? So after about 2 minutes, the first side has some good color on it. Pretty much once you flip the second side of the bacon, you should be at a good point to start searing the tuna. It's actually pretty easy with tuna to keep an eye on the doneness because you could see the line turning opaque as it cooks. Like I said, I like my tuna steak rare. So after about 1.5 minutes on the first side, I'll give it a flip. The sear on the outside adds such a nice smoky flavor to the fish. It's a match made in heaven with smoky bacon asparagus. At this point, you can see the sear lines are pretty much even on both sides of the steak. It's time to get this meal off the grill and let it rest for about 5 minutes. Much like any cut of meat, you'll want to slice the tuna across the grain for the most delicious tender cut. And this dish is great for summertime. Fresh fish with some lemon and refreshing slaw, great with a cold beer after a long hot day. I like to toss the slaw in the dressing right before plating. Some purple cabbage, carrots, bell pepper really add to the vibrance of this dish. The sliced tuna looks beautiful over a bed of slaw. And there you have it, a really elegant dish that you can cook quick and is packed with flavor. Just a little fresh squeeze of lemon and it's ready to devour.